Welcome to the Dodgers Blue News channel. Before the news, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Now, let's get to the Dodgers news. Hey there, Dodgers fans. Time to catch up on what's going on behind the scenes, because trade season is heating up. According to Zachary D. Reimer of Bleacher Report, the Dodgers could be preparing a surprise move to bolster the outfield. The name gaining traction is Jarren Duran of the Boston Red Sox, an all-star currently performing at a high level. He's batting .274 this season with 4 home runs, 35 RBIs, and a .756 OPS. Compare that to Michael Conforto's tough stretch, batting just .168 with 3 homers and 10 RBIs, and the contrast is striking. So what would it cost? Reimer suggests the Dodgers would need to part with 3 of their top prospects: rookie catcher Dalton Rushing, left-handed pitcher Jackson Ferris, and promising shortstop Emil Morales. That's a steep price. There's also been talk about Luis Robert Jr. from the White Sox, but those trade conversations have cooled. That deal would have involved big names like James Outman and another top prospect. It seems the front office is handling its assets with care. Despite the low production in left field, the internal belief is that Conforto can bounce back. GM Brandon Gomez has made it clear the veteran will continue getting opportunities and believes he can return to his career form, especially against right-handed pitching. Now, if Jarren Duran were to suit up for the Dodgers, it could be a very intriguing scenario, especially considering the type of player he's developed into over the past few seasons. Playing for a team like the Red Sox, which also carries pressure, high expectations, and a demanding fan base, Duran has shown consistent growth both offensively and defensively. Now imagine that skill set fitting into a roster as deep and competitive as the Dodgers. Duran brings speed, aggressiveness at the plate, and solid defensive range in the outfield. He's not the type of player who will lead the league in home runs, but he makes up for it with quality contact, smart base running, and a team-first mindset. In 2024, his .274 batting average and .756 OPS reflect consistency and offensive presence. His 4 home runs and 35 RBIs this year would complement the Dodgers' deep lineup well. He wouldn't be expected to carry the offense, but to be another productive gear in an already strong machine. Defensively, Duran offers flexibility and coverage that could ease the load on the outfield rotation, especially in left field, where the Dodgers have had some struggles. He's capable of playing center or the corners, giving Dave Roberts more options and helping preserve the roster through the long grind of the regular season. Beyond what he brings on the field, playing in Los Angeles could mark a new chapter in Duran's career. It's a city with huge visibility, a passionate baseball culture, and elite competition. For a player like him, that could mean greater development, more exposure, and, with the help of a top-tier coaching staff, the chance to reach a new level. The Dodgers have a proven track record of maximizing players who arrive from other franchises by putting them in positions to succeed. The biggest challenge would be adapting to the Dodgers system, a very specific approach built on advanced data, constant adjustments, and tactical discipline. But if Duran fits that mold, and there's reason to believe he does, he could become a very valuable part of the outfield rotation. Not necessarily an instant star, but a solid and reliable presence. At the end of the day, adding Jarren Duran would bring youth, energy, and consistency. It wouldn't instantly fix every offensive issue in left field, but it would raise the team's internal competition level and expand their tactical options. In an organization as structured as the Dodgers, Duran would have every opportunity to grow even further. If the Dodgers were to go all in and land Jarren Duran at the cost of 3 of their top prospects, it would reflect a clear win-now mentality, something that's become part of the franchise's modern identity. Despite the high cost, Duran could provide an immediate upgrade in an area where the team still seeks stability, left field. Giving up players like Rushing, Ferris, and Morales is no small thing. They're high-ceiling talents highly regarded in the Dodgers system, one of the best in baseball. Rushing, for example, is a lefty hitting catcher with above-average offensive tools. Ferris projects as a promising lefty starter, and Morales is a young shortstop with elite defensive tools and strong plate discipline. These are players who, on paper, could be part of the club's future core. But when you look at the present, the Dodgers' championship window is wide open. The roster is stacked with stars, deep throughout the lineup, and supported by a strong rotation. What they need now is to patch specific holes, and left field is one of them. Conforto is still trying to find his rhythm, but his struggles so far have made it clear the Dodgers need, at the very least, a reliable alternative. Duran, with his speed, defensive instincts, and steady offensive contributions, could be that alternative. He'd slot right into the lineup with the ability to make an impact on both sides of the ball, especially in tight games or high-stakes series. What the Dodgers would gain isn't just another outfielder. They'd be adding versatility, dynamism, and another layer of depth to an already well-structured roster. Duran wouldn't need to be the centerpiece. He could play freely without the pressure of carrying an offense, something very different from what he's experienced in Boston. In LA, he'd have support, protection in the lineup, and the chance to focus on his game. That could accelerate his growth even more. On the flip side, there's always risk in dealing away top prospects. Prospects are unknowns, yes, but they're also the long-term fuel that keeps an organization competitive. Losing 3 at once, and from such critical positions, could create a gap in the farm system. But the Dodgers have a history of quickly replenishing talent through internal development and aggressive scouting. Overall, a trade for Duran, even with a high price tag, would make sense within a short and medium-term strategy. The Dodgers have shown they're willing to go bold when they see immediate value. If the front office believes Duran fits that mold, a productive, athletic, consistent player, then parting ways with the prospects could be viewed as a calculated piece of a bigger picture, keeping the team in the title conversation year after year while the veteran core remains in its prime. As the trade deadline approaches, Dodgers fans can expect a balanced and strategic approach from the front office. There won't be any panic moves or emotional reactions. Andrew Friedman and Brandon Gomez know the value of every asset and how each decision can shape the club's future. The current team is one of the most complete in the league, with depth in the lineup, a rotation that's finding its rhythm, and a bullpen that's rounding into form. The focus isn't on overhauling the roster, but refining it. That means smart, targeted additions, players who can fill specific gaps without draining the farm system unnecessarily. It's also worth remembering just how much the Dodgers value their prospects. They've built one of the strongest development pipelines in MLB and are careful about protecting their top young talent. They'll only trade those pieces if they're confident the return can make a direct impact on their title run. This potential Dodgers Red Sox deal involving Jarren Duran and 3 top prospects is the kind of trade that demands thoughtful consideration from both a short-term and long-term lens. If the Dodgers ultimately pass on Duran, it wouldn't be a sign of weakness, but a show of confidence in what they've already built. The roster is strong enough to compete with anyone. And as fans have seen in past seasons, sometimes the reinforcements you need are already in the clubhouse, just waiting for their moment. So now it's over to you. Would you trade 3 of the Dodgers' top prospects for Jarren Duran to reinforce the outfield this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, Dodgers Nation.